All right, let's talk about something every single IT pro out there knows all too well: the absolute chaos of machine data. We're going to dive into how we can cut right through all that noise and find some real clarity using VMware Log Intelligence.
So picture this, a critical app goes down. Everyone's looking at you and the pressure is really on. You've got hundreds of VMs, dozens of hosts, alerts are firing off left and right. We've all been there, right? It's that high-stakes moment where you just have to ask, where do you even start?
You see, the real problem is that our modern IT environments are just incredibly noisy. Every single piece of the puzzle, your VMs, your vCenter server, all of it is constantly churning out logs and events and metrics. It creates this massive sea of digital noise, and somewhere, hidden deep inside, is that one tiny signal you desperately need to find.
And honestly, this is the perfect way to think about it. Trying to sift through thousands or heck millions of log entries from all these different disconnected systems, it's a nearly impossible task. You're literally hunting for one single clue in this giant, ever-growing haystack of data.
So how do we even begin to solve this? Well, the answer is to get systematic about it. It's called VMware Log Collection. And look, this is way more than just grabbing some files here and there. It's a real process where we gather up all that operational data, pull it onto one central place, and then, this is the cool part, we apply intelligence to actually analyze it. This is how we find that needle.
Okay, so if we're going to find the right clues, we've got to know where to even start looking, right? Let's break down the key data sources that give us all the raw material for our investigation.
And the amount of info we can get here is it's incredible. Think about it. From a single virtual machine, that VMware.log file tells us everything about power events or vMotion activity. Then you go up a level to the ESXi host, and the vmkernel.log becomes your best friend for digging into deep hardware stuff like storage or network driver problems. And of course, from vCenter Server, the vSphere API is feeding us the whole story on user actions and critical system alarms. Every single source gives you a unique piece of that puzzle.
All right, so we've got all these data sources. Awesome. But how do we actually turn that giant pile of raw data into something we can use? Well, it's not magic. It's actually a really clear 4-step process that turns all that noise into actual intelligence. It's pretty straightforward, really. Let's walk through it. First, obviously, you collect the logs. Step 2, you centralize it all. Get it into one single platform. Step 3, you structure the data. Now, this step right here, this is the real game changer. And finally, step 4, you analyze it using powerful tools to spot patterns and find those weird anomalies.
Let's just double-click on that third step for a second. Structuring, or what we call normalization. This is so important. You know, raw log data is just a mess. It's all over the place. For example, one system might log something like error code 500, but another system reports internal server error. Normalization is what cleans all that up. It organizes it. It tags both events as the same type of failure. Suddenly, everything is instantly searchable, which makes it incredibly useful.
So we've covered the what and the how, but now we get to the most important question of all: why? Why should you go through all this trouble? Because trust me, the payoff here is huge. It fundamentally changes how IT teams work. You go from being reactive firefighters to proactive problem solvers.
I mean, just look at this slide. It tells the whole story, doesn't it? On one side, you've got the before. You're stuck in this reactive loop with slow, manual troubleshooting, digging through data that's all siloed off. And then there's the after. You're in a world of fast, targeted diagnostics. Your time to resolution just plummets. You can monitor things proactively and get this amazing, unified view across your entire hybrid cloud environment. It's literally night and day.
So what does that payoff actually look like in the real world? Well, you need to find the root cause of some critical failure. You can now do it in minutes, not hours. You want to see the health of your entire system in one place? Bam, you get that single pane of glass. Worried about security? Now you can spot weird activity before it becomes a major breach. And for compliance, you've got a perfect, clear audit trail of who did what and when they did it.
So when you boil it all down, as we wrap this up, it really is about one thing: this incredible transformation. We're taking something that is chaotic and unstructured and just plain overwhelming, and we're turning it into clear, focused insight.
And you know, this quote just nails it. The goal isn't just to collect data for the sake of collecting data. The goal is to create actionable insights, real information that lets IT teams make faster, smarter decisions to keep their systems healthy, secure, and running at peak performance.
At the end of the day, every event, every single log line,
It's all part of a story that your infrastructure is trying to tell you. With the right tools and the right process, you can finally hear that story clearly. Your data's talking, so the only question left is, are you ready to listen?